In this video, we will be discussing the proper use of the spinner chute for directional spreading. Knowing how and when to set the spreader baffles is a very important job for the snow fighter. Every year, tons of salt are lost to the shoulders due to wind and driving too fast. Your weather forecast is the first thing you will need to know. Knowing wind direction and speed is a big part of spreading and will help in determining how to set your spinner when spreading your material. You will also need to know where you will be placing your material, whether it is across multiple lanes or just dropping straight behind the spreader. The spinner chute has many functions to help you place your material onto the highway. At the top of the spinner, you'll find the material unload chute. This chute is used for when you need to change your material out during the storm or at the end of the storm if you need to unload your material. All you have to do is pull one pin. You drop the chute down, allows the material to bypass the spinner and dump it out into your chemical shed or into your dome. Next, we'll be talking about the material diverter. The material diverter is used to direct your material from one side of the spinner to the other side of the spinner. At the bottom of the spinner chute, you will find the deflectors. Those are used to direct your material, whether you're spreading to the middle or right in the center of the road, or if you're in a passing lane, you want to spread it back into the driving lane. The function of those, you'll have a pin. All you have to do is pull the pin. You can drop your deflector down. That way it allows the material to drop straight to the ground. If you're wanting to spread to the driver's side, you'd pick your deflector back up, so now the material will be kicked out from underneath of it. There's deflectors on all sides of the spinner chute, so you're allowed to be able to make the material go from one side of the road to the other. With this configuration, the material is going to be dumping to the right side of the spinner. We want the material to come out to the driver's side of the truck. So we'll set this deflector down. This deflector can be down or it can be up a little bit. We'll raise this deflector up. We'll have the diverter pushed in on the driver's side so that it's dumping the material to the right side of the spinner and allowing it to be thrown off into the center of the road. So with the configuration we have right now, we have both of the deflectors closed down tight. On windy days, you can close the deflectors and turn your spinner speed down low. This will allow the material to drop straight down and be less prone to bounce off the road surface. So we're going to have him turn the spreader on and we'll show you what this looks like. So you see that the material's staying pretty well right in the center. We have the spinner speed on probably about 1 notch. This allows the spinner just to throw the material off so that you keep a clean spinner. What we'll do now is we'll have him shut it off and we'll show how to set the deflectors so that you can put it out to the driver's side. So with it shut off, we'll come over here. We'll move the driver's side deflector up. We'll keep the passenger side deflector down. The diverter on the driver's side will kick it in so the material drops onto the passenger side of the spinner and allow it to kick it off. Now we've got the spinner turned up. You can see that the material is now dropping out to the driver's side of the truck. If, say, you're working in the passing lane and you want to spread material back over into the driving lane, we'll drop this deflector down, move this diverter back out. This will allow the material to drop to the driver's side and be kicked off the passenger side. We'll raise this deflector up kick this diverter in. Now we'll turn it on to show you how it kicks off the passenger side. So you see now most of the material is being kicked over into the passenger side of the truck. So as we've showed you in this video, depending on how you have your spinner set up, will determine where you place your material on the highway.